haven't seen you in forever. How have you been?
Hey, so as I've posted some videos on this YouTube channel, today we're doing the Spectrum Publishing's Poetry Writing Workshop. So every first Saturday of the month, Spectrum meets and they just gather together to just everyone just writes poetry and they all give each other feedback. That's all it is. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's for my personal YouTube channel. It's not for my Place Cafes. Yeah. Oh, somebody called yesterday asking if this was happening at my Place Cafe, and I said no, it's not. No, yeah. Yeah, that happened. Daniel showed up to my Place Cafe when we were at Reverse Orangutan. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But I actually, this week was funny. I ran into him at the Monrovia train station because I live in Monrovia, and I gave him a ride to his job at FedEx in Arcadia.
Which one of you?
Oh, that worked out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So Spectrum Setup CF, that one.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Williams.
And then the password is Epic Yes 421. That's small letters. Epic Yes, no spaces. 421. I didn't come up with it. There's some other one there called Jellyfish or something? Was that what it was?
Yeah, I saw Jellyfish.
I wonder who that is. What neighbor of mine that is.
Yeah, I always find it interesting, like
What they name their stuff.
Yeah.
You can see.
But this month's exciting because next week it's online only with GT.
That's because he doesn't want to meet in person.
Yeah.
I told him, be in your driveway. He's got a nice driveway.
Yeah, but he spoke to everyone, and they all said that they would just rather just be on Zoom.
The what you call it,
It's kind of okay.
Bussers or.
Yeah, we got quite a few people.
And then the week after, it's My Place Cafe, May 21st. And May 28th, Rosebud.
Hi, Reese.
That's going to be exciting.
I hear Jesse now.
Yeah, Jesse's here.
Jesse, we were talking about that open mic in South Pasadena.
That's every Sunday from 2 to 5.
What's the name of that thing called?
Rosebud.
Oh, no. South Pasadena. That's at Jones Coffee in South Pasadena. That's
Jones Coffee House.
Yeah, tomorrow.
You want to stream it or no?
Yeah, it used to be at the Jones Coffee House, but it was the old Jones Coffee House in Raymond. This is on South Pasadena.
Yeah.
Carl, was that exactly where is that in South Pasadena? On Mission?
On Mission, yeah.
Yeah, there's a Jones Coffee House though on Mission, Carl. Jones Coffee. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Not the one on Raymond, not that one. It's in South Pasadena.
That's the one on Raymond.
Yeah.
That's Trader Joe's, right? The new one, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's the newer one.
It's by the Metro station.
No. Oh, wait, the South Pasadena one? Yes. South Pasadena, not the Raymond one. If you go to Raymond, you're not gonna find nothing tomorrow. But tomorrow's is the Poetry Performance Workshop and My Place Cafe. That's what she'll be talking about.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
About that too.
2 to 3.
We talked about that. You missed it. We talked about it again.
2 to that's second. Yeah.
It is officially 3:15.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to do it for the performance. I like to try out this.
Yeah, that's tomorrow at My Place Cafe. 2 to 3.
I do a performance Philadelphia with the quartet reading. I'd like to try that out in here.
Tomorrow is also Mother's Day.
Yes.
Before, so.
I mean, I tell people all the time, Spectrum doesn't take these off.
And Eugene at the live site. Is Mira Maturik? Myra, is she there? And Eugene?
Mira Maturik?
Yeah, are they there?
I don't see
live?
them. No.
Are we
Who's
streaming
live?
or
Who's
no
live?
stream?
Hello, we're.
Okay, live here we have.
I'm not streaming.
The legendary Maria Arana.
Oh yeah. All right.
Yay!
Some guy named Jesse.
Hey. I'll be seeing you after GT.
Okay. I interrupt this.
Oh, from yours.
Hey, Don, this is not where you were living last time I visited you.
Huh?
Yeah?
Okay.
Huh?
Last time what?
That he that
Last
that.
time I visited,
Dawn, you better get this started.
you moved.
Yeah, I know.
I moved here in April 2018.
Would we like to stream or no stream?
Wow, it's a bit.
Live stream it.
I remember I visited you.
We're in an Elbow facility. Live stream
Okay.
it.
We're gonna get this event started, and I just need to know whether
Yeah.
we are streaming or
Yes.
not streaming.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and stream this live on Facebook. So for those of you who do not want your image portrayed, please make sure that you turn off your video. Remember that if you are not the poet speaking, so please mute your mic. Let me see here. Just don't want us to get too carried away. It's already 2 minutes after 3:15. Okay, perfect. All right, going live. Preparing to stream.
Mhm.
Okay, and we are live via Facebook. Mr. Kingfisher, if you would take it away, sir.
Did everybody get their PDF of Mayflowers? If you're a Four Feathers Press subscriber, you got it a couple hours ago. But if you're not a Four Feathers Press subscriber, you should join us.
Because I have a job.
It's only $20 a year. Cheap.
I know.
I
When
send
you
you.
have a job.
Oh. Well, anyway.
Cross your fingers. Got interviews next week.
Okay, so prayers for Rose. Should I email you the PDF?
Oh, no, you
Well, you have it.
You sent it
You
to
have
me.
it. Have it.
You want me to bring it up?
Yeah, because then you can bring it up.
Okay,
And
perfect.
then I can-
Sorry, everybody.
Why didn't I think of that till just this very
Just
moment?
give me a second here.
Share some ideas.
Ideas. So what we're doing right now, for those of you who are watching via Facebook, we are looking up the PDF so that we can share screen so that you too can join along with all these ideas and images and hopefully get that subscription for Four Feathers Press so that you can have these awesome PDFs. And if you want the imprint, he also has that available for Mayflowers and future publications. Okay, let me see here. Oh, wow. Mayflower chapbook. Okay. All right,
So
I'm
we're
going to
ready?
go ahead and share the screen for you. There it is.
All right, thank you for your patience, people. This has been my fantasy for 1,000 years. To actually hold a poetry event in my very own house. I didn't have a house until April 2018, so that was not possible. I was inspired by some poets of the past. Kelly, you might remember a fellow named Mike Carlin who used to have a writing workshop in his living room.
Yes.
And if you've ever been to Pondwater, you know that a backyard can be a great place.
Oh,
to share poetry.
speaking of backyards, every last Friday of the month in Alhambra, there's a backyard poetry event, open mic and feature.
Okay, wow. What? I mean, join us up, plug us in.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Mhm.
Alhambra, I'm there.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess we'll get started. I had a great revelation this morning when I realized I had too many poems that had the word May in it and too many poems that had the word flowers in it. It hit me this morning. I woke up and my mind told me, well, how about only the poems that have both May and flowers in it? Both! And that really narrowed it down to 9 poems. I was so happy. Otherwise, I was overwhelmed at, oh shit, another 4-volume set. Yeah. All right, so we'll go to the start, wherever that is. Oh, okay, so it's not lining up the same.
No, it's not.
This is Word. You don't have a PDF? I'll give you Word.
Give me Word.
I'll give you Word.
Why?
Did I give everybody Word?
Hang on, let me see if I can open it as a PDF. Technicalities. Give me this one.
Yes, it's PDF. Oh, you opened it as Word. That's why it's all misaligned. Yeah. So if you open it as a PDF, then everything's,
Ah, come on.
I don't have the heart to tell you that, I've been using that picture.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, here we are. Okay, so let's go to the table of contents, page 2. And so, like I said, 9 poems from 1997 to 2022. Usually, it's traditional. We only share 6 ideas. So I'm only going to share 6 of these poems. And I had the notion that maybe someone could read it for me.
Yes.
Bad idea?
No,
Good
good,
idea?
good. We always do that.
Is that how we used to do it back in the day? You remember, Maria?
Back
That's how
in
we used to
June.
do it back in the day.
Yeah.
So let's go to the first poem, because it's nice and short, fits on 1 page. And is there a volunteer to read this poem? Well, I haven't said that in a long time. Jesse has volunteered, and Rose has volunteered. Uh-oh, this is awkward.
Pick, I don't know. Pick one of us.
I'm going to pick Rose.
Okay.
All right, Rose.
Because a man goes with flowers.
Yeah.
No, it's just, I want to get on Rose's good side.
Whatever for.
She is our award-winning poet.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. It feels so good to hear that. All right, so this one is called Poem. An incredibly descriptive and creative title. I am not standing on a rocky ocean shore. I haven't seen bright orange leaves in the east. I can't even remember the last time I stepped in a mission. But I dream of running between rows of vegetables to a house with a black and white cat asleep on a rug, where at night I can hear the plunk of sea otters, and in the morning a dog's breath makes a cloud over snow. But I don't live near any boat docks. I may never gaze at small houses from my window. Still, deep within me, there is a newborn flower called Poem, and I'll show it to you in a fluorescent lit room.
Very clever, very clever.
Very what?
Very clever.
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 Oh, it made me sad.
I love the sadness.
Why did it make you sad?
Well, I don't know. I guess I've never lived a long time in a desert area, so I've always lived in
Oh, hell,
places
she's
like
calling where we
this.
live a desert area.
Oh my gosh.
Just because it is.
Well,
Just because it is.
so I've never had to miss things like
Hey,
trees.
it works two ways. It works two ways. Here we fantasize about how
Snow.
you Easterners live.
Exactly. But
It
I
must
get
be
to
so
live it.
nice having all that snow to shovel.
Makes you appreciate stuff.
The circle of life, all that jazz. Yeah. Over here we just spot away the flies. Okay. All right. So we read these poems to try to get a writing idea from it. So the writing idea here is, I wrote this poem by looking at a bunch of photos on the wall of a classroom.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, all I did was look at photos on the wall of a classroom.
Oh, you don't have photos here.
There were photos on the wall, like posters. I don't know. 'Cause
Maybe
I was a
images that
substitute
you've seen?
teacher. I would visit other people's classrooms. OPC, other people's classrooms.
Oh my god.
So you may not be surrounded by photos right now, but you could always
Images that surround you.
Yeah.
images that surround you. Yeah, I love that movie. It's a good movie. Images. Okay, so that's one idea. We can move on. Let's go to what's the next one? Well, let's go to the second one. I wrote it when I was walking to Ralph's. Kind of long though. Kind of long.
Okay.
Should only do the short poems, right, everybody?
Yeah.
Thank you. So the third one, let's do the third one. The third one is one of my all-time classics. This poem has been published in so many places. That's a 3-page poem. I told you, skip it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's about walking to Ralph's. No, Alhambra to South Pasadena. But this one, I wrote in Arizona. I've shared it many times in many places. I'll never forget the time I read with Brandon Desmond. Anybody know that guy?
Uh-uh.
No, good. So he's a good poet and everything. And so we did a reading somewhere in Pasadena, and the public was there, and there was this one dude in a wheelchair. And after I read this poem, he said, "Oh, that's the best poem I've ever heard." So I got all jazzed when he said that. But Brandon, he had a little whiff of jealousy there. He's like, "Oh yeah, watch this," you know. And he breaks out his guitar and just tries it out and do me. So that's one of my fond memories of Brandon. Okay. But Kaloki remembers I wrote this poem in Arizona. We were on a road trip in Arizona, performing at different venues around Arizona. We were in Prescott, Arizona. That's a town that everything looks like it's 100 years ago. Prescott, Arizona. And they had a poetry workshop. Remember, it was like in a big white barn. And so this is a poem I wrote about my Arizona adventure. So, inspire you to write about your adventures. It's called Knowing, and it's going to be read by
Me or
the guy I pissed off, Jesse.
I'm pissed off.
I don't see
Okay,
no
Jesse, it's poem
apologies.
number 3.
Do I get on the camera or how do I do this?
Oh, how did you?
Or should I just move this? Oh, to me? Sure. Okay. Alrighty. So, knowing. I smile when I want to close my eyes. I hang around while I wish to be alone. I look at buildings instead of wildflowers. This is my daily door. I desire to get away from. I have to enter my car and drive, so I can find myself walking a trail. Feel the crunch of rocks under my shoes. Hear the crunch of rocks under my shoes. See the wind make flowers dance. I walk away a while. Then I must return. Ask myself why I leave the earth I love. For another week of structure and structures, I madly learn to pay the bills, come up with rent. I buy music and white poetry that I may someday really remember. To forget the material, rejoin the planet, but I'm not ready for such advancement yet. The perfect bliss of being a shrub in the desert. Didn't you read this one for Tracy's event?
Yeah, this poem's got it around.
Yeah, I think you did. Yeah.
Wrote it in 2006.
Yeah.
Or 2009, or I forget what year.
Yeah.
2006. So, I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
I guess so. But the whole idea of being in Arizona, if you've been there, it's so deserty. Even more deserty than here. So, but it's a great way to get away. I remember Kelly and me, man, we were having such a good time. We stayed in the superintendent's house, the superintendent of the school district there in Flagstaff. Remember, man?
Oh.
Yeah, remember, and we each had a different floor. It was like a 4-story house.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
And I stayed in the basement where the jacuzzi was. Memories. Yeah. So I was just thinking about life, Okay. So maybe you want to write a poem about how life isn't the way you want it to
Never is.
be. You'd rather live in a desert. Someplace. Okay, no. All right, so that's 2 ideas down. Let's go to number 4, which is a nice short one.
No, it's a 1.5. 3/4.
1 3/4. 2. 1.5. But I like this idea. This one's a good idea. Because, should I be saying what it is before it's read? I just realized I shouldn't be doing that. Oh, okay. Volunteer to read Carbonation. Not getting the volunteers. Oh, wait, Preet.
I volunteer P. Jeffries.
Preet.
Oh, okay.
It's good to see you, Preet.
I'm so excited to see you guys too. Okay, so Carbonation. I see the world with a caramel flavor. Oh yes, everyone is brown. In my eyes, I don't care if I'm cold or warm. I just want to be poured into a vessel, taken by a human hand, tilted until gravity makes it easy to travel down a throat. That is the end of my life cycle. Now I enter the afterworld, where I am transformed. Can you scroll up? Where I am transformed, mixed with other fluid brothers and sisters. Ultimately, we reach a new existence and an adventure again on another part of the earth to find out who we will become in the next incarnation. Maybe a flower or a fish, possibly a donut or a man. That's the greatness. Could you scroll up?
That's it.
Oh, of this ride.
Thank you, Preet. Applause for Preet. Yeah, see, if I can't get applause, I'll get it from somebody else. So, as you can see, this is from a point of view of
What beverage can you consume?
from a beverage. Yeah. So, something as lowly as a beverage can be the source of joy. Maybe you have a beverage around you. Maybe you have something small to inspire you. Okay. That next one is like way too short. It's only like 8 lines. Although I vividly remember writing that one, 2009. Whoa, that's a long one. 6 is a long one. 7 is nice and compact. All right, so I've done 3. So I only need 3 more, so I could do 7, 8, 9 maybe.
It has the word cemetery. That was right.
Yeah, that's number 7.
Okay.
Number 7. Yeah. That's substantial.
I would like to read this one.
Yeah, definitely. Although 5 is an easy writing exercise.
You want to go back to 5?
Yeah,
It's a short
we'll
poem.
go to 7.
Okay.
Go to 7. Too short. Too short.
At the cemetery garden. What else is there to do but stroll amongst the flowers, hold hands and stop and hug and lean heads, and kiss on the concrete walkway? Take cell phone pictures to remember our story here too. Later, a poem, maybe even published somewhere online or in a soon-to-be archaic book, immortalizing the couple in love with each other's eyes and noses and lips and ears and necks and torsos, intermingling genitals for the rush. Because personalities match according to the scientific plan that makes us feel alive before illness or accident can strike, and we join with rate.
I paid these people to applaud.
Even in poetry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this one's pretty easy, right? You just go to a cemetery that has a rose garden. Well, there, yeah, it was Rose Hills.
There's plenty of cemeteries.
Yes. There's even one like outside a convalescent home in City Ministry called El Encanto.
There's like 5 here in Casa Rica.
Yeah.
Well, here you could just go down my driveway. There's some flowers.
Mhm.
Crazy flowers here. That's for the people that are here.
Yeah.
But if you're back east, just look out your window at all the trees. Yeah.
Closed car.
So what is the idea?
So that's the idea.
Look at the trees.
You look at the flowers.
Look at the pretty
Look at the
tree.
Yeah, we've done that so many times when we were at the library, right? Go outside.
We are outside.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, 2 to go, and your suffering will be over.
Thank God.
Oh my God.
But 8 is something I've always wanted to try again. Right? Check out that title.
Yes.
Facebook newsfeed sonnets. That's exactly what it is. You know, in your newsfeed, things scroll down. You just scroll down in your newsfeed, whatever comes up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened here. But they turned into sonnets because they're 14 lines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I did 1. It worked pretty well. So I tried a second one. That worked well too. Tried a third one. Forget about it. Too much work. So who is willing to read a sonnet?
I'll read.
her voice.
It's free. But I'm facing my desktop. Should I read, which one do you want me to read? One,
Well,
two.
Well, you've already read those.
Oh, I just thought I'd volunteer again.
New reader, new reader.
New reader. We got to make it. I used to be a teacher. We used to have to make everybody get involved in the class.
Okay. New reader.
Mr. Jeffries, he's such a good reader.
Oh, PTJ, is he there?
PTJ's there.
Oh, okay.
Rose is
See you
there.
tomorrow,
Rose is
PTJ.
in Alhambra. Drive over, Rose. Drive over.
See you tomorrow, PTJ.
Thanks, Rose. Hey, Jesse, looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. All right, would you like me to read, Don?
Yeah, man. I think you would do a great job of performing this one.
Okay, so it's a succession of sonnets, right?
Just two.
Just two, okay. All right. Will your dining table kill you? Will you live to see the sea again? Exist to sniff a flower in a bed? Meet up with some handsome, beautiful? Maybe you want to share inspiration. Words like a lighthouse inside you. Whatever you do, don't duct tape your mind. Run through minutes, hours, days. Get yourself space to reach outward. Play the bongos of being alive. Someone may saddle next to you from a group of like-minded professors, then smirk your way to local stardom or just enjoy the colors of your pens.
Well, you were afraid there at the end, weren't you?
Just enjoy
I
the
could see
colors
the
of
fear. I
pens.
could see the fear.
All right.
Yeah, they're just pins. Okay, that's cool.
Simple things in life. All right, number two.
Yeah.
Is your mind a flower in the desert? Does your imagination see above the trees? The colors of music might inspire you. Remembering friends you took pictures with. That one day you sat at the shore just looking and felt the need to tell someone about it. People may look at you funny. Some could stay to watch you rap rhapsodically about the patterns on your brain wall. The moment you felt like calm on a skyscraper, simply walking on a sidewalk in the heat, drives you to start preaching to anyone. Inside you is a lighthouse amid the clouds where bright thoughts dominate the darkness. All right, like those.
Don't those sound freaking profound? And all I did was take the, I took the Facebook feed, right? I just took the pictures, 1, 2, 3, 4 in order. Because I believe in that cosmic jazz about coming to you. Yeah. So if you got Facebook, you could just do a newsfeed sonnet, 14 pictures. Wait.
That's the poem.
Okay, poem.
Yeah.
I gave up asking for a blog. Yeah, I'm not recognized in this life. It's always the next one.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Which brings us to the last idea. Thank God. This is the newest one from 2022, so you got to watch out, man. January 22. My fiance was back. So this could be a very dangerous poem. Even the title's dangerous. Check that out. An abad. Does anybody know what an abad is? That's a poem you write after having sex in the morning.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, I didn't make it up, man. Somebody else did. And then I called it a sonnet because I went to Antioch University. And I paid $30,000 to find out that a sonnet doesn't have to be 14 lines to be called a sonnet. Yeah. I'm telling you for free. What's wrong with me? Yeah, they just said that. They said break the rules, The whole idea was, the big thing they were teaching was break the rules. Break the rules. And so that's why this is called Sonnet of Abad +6, because it's 20 lines. Get it? +6.
Oh.
+6. Okay. And
I
suppose
thought it was
someone
a
might
word.
think it's a place. Abad +6, is that near Romania? Yeah. All right, so we need a really brave soul here for this one. Oh my God. Who's that person volunteering along with ETJ? Who was that? Was it that mild-mannered Alhambran?
Oh, really?
Who else was it?
Who?
Oh, Maria read, Jesse read, Rose read.
Maria read?
She read. Yeah.
Wow.
Did she? First one. So we got to get somebody on screen. And the only people that are left that haven't read, we have the extremely shy Barbara.
Barbara,
Rose,
She don't read.
Rose,
She
you?
don't read.
Rose too. She never reads. So
Barbara never reads. That's okay. She's a welcome mist in our midst. And by the way, today's Wordle was midst. Okay, in case you didn't get it, you get it on the first try. MIDST. You got it from me.
If you make the, did you want me to read?
So we were hoping to get that shy lady that lives in Alhambra. Which one is it?
Rosalou.
Rose Lou.
Imagine if you guys like live like a couple blocks from each other.
Yeah, she lives.
Okay, I can try.
You can try. This is gonna be a real.
I'm not a good in expression. Okay. Once more, I sniff your skin and am inspired to capture this compulsion to cross our leg together.
We're just crossing legs.
Oh my god.
Okay, it gets worse. Yeah.
Okay.
Keep going.
I'm so glad I put on my live stream, not for kids. Because it asked me.
It's not for kids.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm turning my feelings down. Okay, sorry. I'm turning my feelings down your throat because I'm watering flowers in our hearts. Easy for me to do since I have a field on my chest that felt your. Sorry, I cannot.
You're
see
doing
very
great.
well.
You're doing very
No,
well.
I cannot see the. It's.
All right, she made it bigger. She made it bigger.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna start with the second one. I'm.
Please do not take what I say out of context.
You know, it's too much images.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Believe me, this poem is very gentle and poetic. You got through the hard part already.
Oh my god. Oh my. What the fuck? Oh my god.
I'm my feelings down your throat because I'm watering flowers in our hearts. Easy for me to since I have a field on my chest that felt your fingers trapeze downward again. My trunk is solid with lifelong memory of attempts to cultivate love to thrive in stream moments. When all I needed was to let your eyes swim in mine far enough to create mutual garden growth, wherein we play adulthood games while watching our favorite features of each one's countenances. Yours are freckles of the usual face smiling, having unearthed a beard being a happy location. It is present to find we prefer the penetration in order to share thoughts become quivering liquid desires. May this journey into discoveries never end, only multiplied by days spent beside in hosted repose. Walk with me every way we can hold hands, as for limbs, creations, wishing long entwinement.
Man, you did a good job.
Yeah,
A lot of vocabulary in there. You did a fantastic job.
That's a heck of a debut.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the last poem. That's the last idea. Okay, so how was this poem created? Let's see. Oh, yeah. I think you know.
Yeah, you already said.
Early in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah, so I was trying to be
I have
gentle
to
here. I was trying to,
practice.
not use explicit words because people have been criticizing me for using explicit words. I try to be little bit scientific.
Oh my god.
Vulgar. Is that what it is?
Less of a.
Maybe. And so if all the other ideas don't float your boat, then you can always
What? Oh my god, bro.
Write about everyone's favorite topic. I don't know if it's everyone's favorite topic.
This won't happen.
Okay. All right, so it's time to do a quick recap and we'll start writing. We're actually on schedule. Isn't that amazing? We're
Yeah.
on schedule. Wow. It's 3:45, 3:46.
Mm-hmm.
So, the 6 ideas in a nutshell. We had using images or photos. Maybe you have pictures on your phone or your computer. You can use those, or a poem. Just be sure you have a variety. It's a great way to make your poems more complex than they would normally be on a first draft. Have a great variety of images and let the imagery dictate where the poem goes. And really, that's what I did there. Okay, skip Ralph's. And knowing is just being in a different environment, right? So if you live in a foresty area, you imagine being in the desert, or in the desert area, you imagine in a forest. It's just like America. That dude in America, he wrote that song On a Horse with No Name, and he wrote it in England while it was raining, and he was imagining what it was like in the desert. The third idea, I think, is one of the easy ones. Right, you just take an object near you and personify it. Right. The fourth idea was to look at the flowers. That's right, look at the flowers. If you have flowers around you, look out the window or walk down the driveway. A Facebook newsfeed poem. That's a real experiment. That's, whoa, yeah, you don't know what you're going to get. You're at the mercy of your newsfeed.
Hopefully it has native flowers.
Yeah. And finally, all else fails. You can write whatever you like. It's just writing time. So we'll give you a half hour. It's like 3:50 in a minute here. So at 4:20, we'll reconvene on Zoom.
Okay.
Okay, people.